Just left it recording. She wants all this cool B-roll. Slate? Slate? Oh, hey, let's start this.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, I like that. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Lights, Cameron, Dustin show. We're here once again at the Bull City Cider Works, the downtown Durham location.
Bull City Cider
Bull City Cider Works. I'm Cameron, and this is
Dustin.
This is Dustin. We're here. We appreciate you for tuning in and sharing this time with us. You know.
I'm excited for the new setup.
Yeah,
We're back in the
yeah.
chairs. I like the chairs.
Why are we here? You know what? Why are we doing this?
Why are we here? We're here for the people.
Always for the people.
Dude, we got an audience today. We got people
audience.
in the crowd. It's great.
Woo! We got people sitting back, watching us. Man, we're getting big time.
We got one of the first fans.
Yeah.
A fan before we were even on YouTube.
This is wild.
Yeah.
I have a whole lot of nervous energy right now because we actually have a live in-studio audience.
You have nervous energy? I don't know why I don't get nervous about stuff anymore. I think it's like where I've worked and what I've done. I don't know. Like,
really?
Shit happens.
You don't get nervous at all?
Let's see. When do I get nervous? When it's a big time like show that I'm about to do with like the CEO of the company that I am like freelancing for is in the room, or when it's a lot of high level stuff and I don't want to disappoint someone that I really look up to. And then the last time I got nervous for live broadcast was national broadcast for TNT when I did game camera for hockey for the first round of the playoffs.
Oh, that's pretty big.
And that's not my normal camera position. So
that's big time.
I hopped in there and I was nervous.
Wow.
And if you paid attention to the game, which you don't because you don't know which game it was, but if you paid attention to that game, the first period was a little looser and not as like I wasn't as myself. And then the second period was a little bit more in the flow. And the third period, I was in the zone. But that first, I had to settle in.
Did you get called out? Like, did somebody say, Dustin, you're messing up the first,
No.
You just kind of corrected yourself?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was a big spiel. I digress. Sorry.
I know. We're learning.
Behind the lens of a camera.
Behind the lens.
Behind the lens. We should do a podcast.
We should do a podcast. Behind the lens.
Behind the lens.
So what's been going on with you, man? What's been going on with you?
Not much, man. So I'm thirsty. So before we continue, it is Pride Month. And here at Bull City Cider Works, they got a Pride flight going on. I guess this is going on for the week. It might be going on for the month. I'd assume the month. But it is the rainbow of colors. It is wonderful. It is way more rainbowy than I thought.
Yeah.
You have cherry tart, an orange hibiscus.
Okay.
Then you have the upside down.
Okay.
Off Main.
Okay.
And Ludicrous. And so this is cherry, orange, pineapple, apple, and blueberry lemon. And these are all ciders that they have at Bull City Cider Works. So I just wanted to mention that because I'm going to... Would you like to take a sip with me?
Sure.
Not together, because that would be difficult, but you could try each one. But this is what I got for my drink tonight.
Interesting.
And Pride Month.
Yeah, we can partake in this. I want to actually look at this card.
Cool. Well, I'm going to start with the...
I'm one of those people that like to read.
Are you a visual person?
Yeah. I'm a visual and a kinetic learner.
Kinetic? What's kinetic?
I think it's when you like to physically...
Haptic.
No, I think it's kinetic.
It's haptic.
Haptic is the...
I studied education. Legit, I did.
Okay.
But I didn't want to go be a teacher. I don't even think I said that. They can't see that.
You just had to bust my bubble. I'm trying to help the people.
This is tasty.
Was it good?
Yeah. Do you want to taste? You want cherry tart?
I don't really like ciders, man. I wouldn't do it justice. So I'm doing something different.
I will tell the people how the ciders are.
Yeah, I'm doing something different this week. I actually have a non-alcoholic beer. I've been trying them out this week. I'm usually an IPA type drinker.
Is that an IPA alcohol? It's non-alcoholic.
It's a non-alcoholic.
Why do we say non-alcoholic?
I guess because non-alcohol wouldn't sound right.
When it says non-alcoholic, it sounds like you have a problem. Like, I'm going to have an alcoholic beverage, and this is a non-alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, it does sound kind of... I never thought about it like that. But
yeah, it's bothered me. But yeah, so you're just like doing that for the week?
Yeah, doing it for the week. Well, technically 7 days, so Friday
That's
to Friday.
A week.
I can
That's
start.
A week.
It is?
Yeah, 7 days is a week.
some people think
Mississippi education right there.
No, some people think Sunday to Sunday makes a week. I'm just clarifying, being very specific in the week that I'm choosing, right? Friday to Friday.
I see what you're saying.
Friday to Friday. So I can start drinking on Friday, which I probably will. I think I'm take off work just so I can start drinking at like 9 o'clock. Wake up. I'm a beer guy, so I have a Miller Lite or something like that. Start light and then finish the day off with a Guinness or something to just just go to sleep with a Guinness.
I think you should do a rainbow like this, but like shades of brown.
Yeah.
Not because you're brown, just because that's what beer is.
Yeah.
You can start with like something real light, like Michelob Ultra. Like it's pretty Coors Light. That's like water. So and then you go to like the stout is like black.
Yeah. No, but I won't be doing that. I might have a beer on a Friday, but no, I'm doing it for a week. Just taking a break. I take a break from beer and just things in general. Sometimes it's social media. It's just give up something for a week. Why not? It's discipline, self-discipline, self-care, self-discipline. Try to get the gut down. Just doing stuff. That was dramatic.
Like a drum. Bong, 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 bong.
What's
do you know the song?
Yes.
The song is great.
Why do you do that?
What? Sing songs or hit my tummy?
You just kind of just go. Sometimes, we're having a serious conversation and you just...
I call it ADHD.
Are you self-diagnosed?
Probably. So here's the story about that. They wanted to test me when I was a kid. They pretty much diagnosed me in kindergarten. They didn't officially. They were just like, hey, your kid has ADHD. We want him to get tested so we can give him Ritalin. And my mom was like, no. And thanks, Mom, because Ritalin was not great for kids. So she saved me, and maybe I wouldn't be here doing creative things now. Because I know I have a friend that was on Ritalin through childhood or through high school. He was an amazing artist. Had to get on Ritalin because his mom said so. School said so. All art is gone. I can't steady pencil.
Yeah, I have a distaste for Ritalin.
Yeah, it's pretty. My therapist thinks I have it, and I've never went and got it. When I went to go get it in college, they were like, "Yeah, it's $400 to go get tested," and I'm like,
"Nah, I'm good. I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm here now. I've made it."
And they're like, "You can get extra time on your tests and different things if you need it," and I was just like, "Not for $400."
You made it out of Currituck County. You came to NC State.
Now I'm here.
Now you're here.
But that's why we'll be talking about some serious stuff. You'll say something, and then I'll just be like,
drums, boom, boom.
Yeah, well, you said belly, and I was like, "Boo!" And then when I was pounding on my belly,
I said dramatic,
and then I thought drums, and then I was like, bong, 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 beat it up, like,
wow. But at least you can go back and find the thread of how you got there. That's kind of impressive.
Dude, I can track that down.
That's impressive.
Because there'll be times we're just in the car, and I'll just say something to my wife, and she'll be like, "What do you mean?"
How does that affect you in your everyday life? Like, honestly, right now is our everyday life, but how does it affect you at work?
You're trying to say, we calling out, I'm not employed. I'm not at work.
Yeah, that's right.
Awkward. All right, so, but I think I can answer that. So, because I freelance, and so I direct, and I direct shows, and then I also do camera. I think my ADHD helps me.
Interesting.
Because I'm thinking about everything else that's happening, and also kind of keeping a mindfulness of what's going on in front of me. And like when I'm directing, most of the time, I know where I want to go next. Typically, like if it's an interview, it's like I'm on tight on the camera of the person talking, and then if I hear a stop, I'm going to go to the wide shot. But it's all a reaction, I guess. So like I'm just like my hyper awareness is like really sunk in, but I'm also looking at like every other monitor, all these different pictures. Same thing in like if I'm camera operator for football, I'm like, all right, in this situation, I'm doing this, but at the end of this play, if the quarterback gets sacked, I got to go get the away coach on the other side. And like I have all these things like going on in my head, and I think that's helped me.
Yeah, evidently it has. Interesting. And the reason I asked that question is because, we think about the ADHDs of the world, whatever the term is, and you think you can't do anything with it, right?
Yeah.
You can be successful, and use things to your advantage or...
You just have to learn to adapt.
Learn to adapt, yeah.
And ADHD affects people differently. I have, I didn't know if I really had it for a while because I hyper-focus on things. And I will like zone in. I will zone in and I can't I have to complete a task before I really move on to something else, which sometimes is not good at work. Like when I was I was a full-time person at a corporate client for the past few years, and sometimes that helped me focus on one problem, but it would also make me suffer because we'd have multiple things we needed to work on, and I had a team that we would be working with, but I started this one situation and this one problem, and I needed to finish it. But if that took me all day,
you didn't get anything.
I didn't check my email. I was worse checking my email.
Yeah. I get it.
It'd be like a Thursday, and I had to check my email all Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Interesting. I'm like that. I didn't know. Interesting. I'm actually like, I'm really bad at checking my emails. Horrible at checking my emails. Huh.
I figure someone just call me if they need me to.
So I got something I want to bring up.
You didn't ask me how my week was going.
I did ask you how your week was going. So what's been going on with you, man?
And then I interrupted you because I want to talk about these ciders. I just want to tell you, I got stung by a bee, and I'm allergic. So it was,
whoa, you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yes,
I'm here.
Okay. But what happened? Did you go into anaphylactic shock?
No. See, I'm not severely. I scared my wife though. She didn't realize how like surprised it could happen. Like I just like got out of the truck and walked through the grass, and then went, and kicked off my sandal. And she was like, "Oh my God, what happened?" I was like, "I have to go in the house. Just got stung by a bee." And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yes, I have to go take Benadryl, and I had to put steroid cream on the affected area." And she was like, "Really? Is everything okay?" But she was just like, "I didn't think that it could just be like," she's like, "I thought the bees would be flying around you or something." You're like, "Oh no, there's bees," and then you get stung. It's like, no.
It just out of nowhere. Just
Get you. I mean, I hadn't mowed the yard in a little bit, so there's clover.
I thought bees didn't sting for no reason. Like what made it sting?
I think it was a wasp. Because bees usually have a barbed stinger, and they'll only sting when it's like dire.
Because they die after they sting, right?
Typically. And then I had two stinging sites. It was like, I don't know if the wasp got caught on the sandal or whatnot, but he like stung. I got 2 marks, and it's like one on each side of the sandal.
Yeah.
Sandal
loop or strap.
Thong. Yeah, strap thong. Bong.
I do not like the term thong sandals. Man, I don't like it.
You know why not?
I just think it's immoral.
It's immoral.
I think it's immoral.
That escalated quickly.
I think it's immoral to call them thong sandals. Just let them be sandals.
I agree. I don't get why we have to say thong either. But
does it have to have that connotation?
I mean,
let them be shoes.
But you gotta have a difference between sandals and thong sandals. Like, what do you call those sandals that don't have the thong?
Is there a term
for it?
No. Call them flip flops. You got flip flops, and then you got sandals. Those are with the straps. I call them Jesus shoes.
Jesus. Jesus. What about me, man?
What about you?
What about you? What about you? Me, you, and me. How was your week?
Week's been good, man. Week's been good. I didn't have to do the radio show yesterday. I had the other host, Camus, had a really good show, really banging show. So I got to.
If I was a good fan, I would have listened, but I knew that. But
got to hang out at the house and watch the show, of course. But got to hang out and just been reveling in this number 34.
Number 34.
Number 34.
Who drives that NASCAR?
I don't know who drives number 34. No.
Number 34.
Number 34.
Is that who we're talking about? Talking about NASCAR?
No, we're not talking about NASCAR.
We're not talking about NASCAR?
But no, the 34, I'll just cut to the chase. I'm not necessarily happy. I'm not happy at anybody's demise, but I just like to see it.
You'd like to see Michael McDowell win?
No, I like to see Trump get it.
We're going there. We're going there.
Get convicted. I'm not. Once again, I'm never.
Might be a divisive topic.
I'm never. I actually like Trump.
You gonna vote for him this fall? Gonna vote for a felon?
This is what I'm loving about this country. I love it. I used to have this joke, right? And so now it's become true. I was like, man, the dude's gonna run.
Interrupting Dustin. The orange hibiscus.
Interrupting Dustin thought.
Not that great. Orange hibiscus is not that great. So, but
that's what you like about this. You didn't even finish the cherry
I was
tart.
doing it for the aesthetic to keep it red at the bottom of the. I was doing it for the I'm doing it for the people in the show. Please continue. Okay. 34.
Yeah, your boy.
Reasons. Yeah, your boy, the guy that you're going to vote for.
30 reasons why. 34. What was it? A million reasons why.
No, keep going. I want to see where the song's going to go.
Give me a million reasons why.
Give me 34 reasons why you should vote for me.
Well, so, but no, this concept of, he's a convicted felon now. This is, news. Whoa. But the concept that dude could become president and not even be able to vote for himself is wild.
Actually, I think he can still vote.
How?
I don't know. I just read that he might. I don't know. I don't get into it.
It doesn't even matter.
I just think it's crazy.
It doesn't even matter.
So this is what I got to choose from this fall: Sleepy Joe or a felon times 34.
Yeah, and it's nothing wrong with, I shouldn't say it's nothing wrong. They're crimes, but the concept of someone being a felon, it is what it is. But the way in which it affects different people, that's the interesting part. I was watching this guy on Instagram, and he was talking about, black guy, and he was saying, and that matters in this particular conversation. Where I'm going with it is he has family members that are felons for whatever the reason was, and it's affected their life in many, many ways, right? We all know the ways it affects, job applications and money and when you can vote, firearms, all the stuff that you're limited with, and maybe for good reasons. I'm not debating the law here. But the concept that now a person who is a 34-time felon, non-violent or not, doesn't matter, can potentially be the leader of the free world is wild when somebody else can't get a job. Like, it's a weird concept.
Yeah.
It's just a weird concept.
Yeah.
But it's happening.
Yeah.
And the interesting part is he's been convicted, and you'd think the very next day or that moment, the whole thing about the presidency would just go poof, go away. Like,
no.
Dude,
I don't think it made a difference.
I don't think it did either.
Actually,
that's the crazy part.
I think it did make a difference with the independent group that is probably going to decide the election. Like, I've read some things that maybe it's leading me to believe that they believe it was a fair trial and that he should drop out or not. They're not going to vote for him. And it's a small group of people.
Yeah.
But that small group of people might decide the election.
Yeah,
but as far as the extremes and news coverage and everything like that, no, nothing's changing.
Yeah.
Everybody that's in the primaries or that's voting for him or that are supporting him in the Republican Party, they're not going to change. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
And maybe it should.
It'll continue to go on.
Maybe it should. And everybody has a right to vote for the person they want to vote for. I'm not arguing that. I just think it's very interesting. It's very interesting that this has transpired or is transpiring in front of our faces.
Seems like a great time to move on to Upside Down, which is a pineapple cider. And do you think that Trump and the Conservative Party would be upset that we're interrupting this discussion about politics and his things for a pride
cider?
Yeah, a pride cider. Pride flight that we're talking about here.
Yeah, this is what we do. We interrupt the conservatives for a pride flight.
Yeah, I'm proud of pride. I'm proud of supporting the pride.
You're proud of the Pride Month.
Glad you're Englishy.
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
You do good.
And words. Stay in school.
Life lessons.
Yeah. So what else been going on with you, man?
What else has been going on? Right now, this one's better than orange. Pineapple is good. You're not drinking. He wanted to ask you.
And now you're making me feel bad. See,
this
is the thing.
I'll support Pride Month with the Pride Flight.
You can support
this a whole month.
You're supporting the Pride Month, but you won't support me in my fasting. I don't think that's fair.
I just forgot. Not peer pressure. If it was peer pressure, I'd be like, "Yo, man, try this red one, and then this orange one, this yellow one."
Speaking of peer pressure.
Speaking.
I'm going to do a little segue here. Speaking of peer pressure.
Segue.
I think these are two similar things. I don't know. And this is why I'm asking. We brought up something I think it was last week or week before last, and it's this term called gaslighting.
Gaslighting.
And I feel like gaslighting and peer pressure is the same, or pressuring is the same. I don't know. Like, I think it's just a buzzword right now. This whole concept of gaslighting. Can you
now?
Yeah,
now.
Can you look it up? Well, you know what? I have a phone. I want to look up what gaslighting is.
And I'll look up peer pressure. Then we can compare.
I don't think they're the same thing, but I think they're...
This is what you just said. I don't think they're the same thing, but they're like the same thing.
All right. I got a Wikipedia.
You one for yourself?
Actually...
If you don't, you should make one.
I can make one, yeah. I'll have one by the end of the show. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a colloquialism loosely defined as manipulating someone into questioning their own perception of reality. The expression, which derives from the title of the 1944 film Gaslight, became popular in the mid 2010s. Merriam-Webster cites deception of one's memory, perception of reality, or mental stability. According to a 2022 Washington Post report, it had become a trendy buzzword frequently used to describe ordinary disagreements rather than those situations that align with the world's historical definition. So that's where my idea went there. That last part. And you go ahead with the peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
That's funny. It sounds like a song.
Peer pressure.
Pressure.
Peer pressure.
It's like enunciation. Pressure. Peer pressure.
That sounds almost like a 2 Chainz song.
No, she's gaslighting me.
She is gaslighting. Yeah, that last part.
Noun.
Go ahead.
Influence from members of one's peer group. His behavior was affected by drink and peer pressure. I feel like you were gaslighting me into saying that I was peer pressuring you into drinking. And I was not. I hope I used that accurately.
Well played, my friend. That was actually pretty good.
You're welcome.
That was life lesson.
Life lessons. Hold on. I'm going into the off main. This is the apple. This is the green. And I'm sure I'm going to like this one. Spoiler alert. It doesn't come in green. There's some food coloring and movie magic that happened today.
Interesting.
Interesting. You say interesting a lot.
I know. That's one of my words. Interesting and yeah.
In what?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said yeah.
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 Yeah. Is it time for it?
Is it time for this?
Or that.
Or this?
Or that.
Or this? Or that. You know, it would be like cool if we ever had like a guest that like came on the show and did a little like this or that segment with us.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. Jesus.
Whoa.
Well, hello.
Hello. Hey. This is Nina. This is the first fan. Dude, she was like.
Fan number one.
Fan number one. Before we had the
Before fan.
podcast. She was like, hey, Dustin, get your together.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? This is how you need people like Nana.
So what's up? How's your week going?
Oh, kind of in the toilet. So I went on an interview and I drove to Greensboro, and it's with this great company, corporate company. And I had my notebook and my paper and my pen, but I drove 2 hours. So I had to go to the bathroom. And when I had to go to the bathroom, there was no place to put my purse or my notebook. So I put my purse on the back of the toilet. I put my paper on top.
No.
I did my business. I got up to put my pants on, and it just went right in the toilet.
Oh.
That was literally in the toilet.
You're
Man.
literally in the toilet.
Literally.
Man.
That was my week.
Okay, so how do you come back from that? What happens after that? Do you reach? Do you...
I had to reach.
Oh.
Yeah. But I got it. Well, let's just say I'll move forward. I went to the receptionist. And I was like, can I just borrow a notebook? Because mine went in the toilet. And she's like, what?
This interview is starting off great.
What? I was like, no. It went in the toilet. I just need a notebook because I'm going in this interview. So she's like, and she scurried around her desk and she gave me a notebook. I was like, okay, great. So I went in, nailed the interview, came back out, had the notebook still. I was like, thanks so much. And as I'm handing the notebook over, the GM that just interviewed me looked at me and was like, you didn't come prepared. Like, he didn't say it, but the facial was there. Yeah.
You just needed to walk out of there with that notebook. We're like, I got this.
So I had to say
mine.
something to the effect of, thanks so much, considering I can't use mine or wasn't able to use mine. I had, So I felt like I had to.
That's impressive though, to reel back and because that's a pretty big moment.
Oh, it was,
That's a big moment to be able to reel back and go in there and still nail the interview.
Yeah, my girlfriend that I called, she was rolling on the call. She was dying laughing, and I was like, okay. Well.
I'm still like, what happened to the purse?
Oh, the purse stayed.
Oh, the purse stayed.
The purse stayed. The purse stayed.
Everything you needed
No,
for the
no.
interview just went down the toilet.
Wow.
Man,
Literally.
just went down the.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just number one, but yeah.
No.
Oh, okay, now we all know because we were wondering.
Yeah,
We were wondering,
no, just-
so now we know.
Yeah.
Now we know. That's still that's impressive. I'm happy that it all worked out. In the end.
That's like one of my worst fears is like dropping something in the toilet.
Yeah, that is one of my little weird fears. So man, that's
Man, I
that's
thought she showed up for this or that. And
Yeah,
then
we-
she-
I mean, I did.
but she
I'm glad
did.
she
she,
told
I'm
us
here
she
for this
came
or
in
that.
with a story.
Yeah,
Like, dude,
yeah.
that was we gotta have people on more often. This
Yeah,
is
she
awesome.
was the most interesting part of the show so far.
Yeah, we needed a lot more time to this.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Well, let's do a little
This or that. This
or that.
This or that. You
Okay.
look like you want the show. Say
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Number one fan right here.
Number one fan
we
of the
do?
Bull City Cider Works. What do you think about my singing?
I don't think we need all that.
Yeah, we could do without it. You gonna do it first? Did we had this conversation
Do you
before
want to
the
go
show.
first? I shouldn't always go first because it's not supposed to be a racial thing or white privilege. So you should go first.
Now you like allowing me to go first makes it even more racist.
Yeah, so you should
Hashtag
go
gaslighting.
All right, so you know what? Because I'm a man of the people, and the people want to hear what's going on. We're going to start with me. All right.
Wait. So this is
See?
what white people
See?
do.
See?
This is what white people do. But
See what
I'm
I-
on the last one. I'm on Ludicrous. It's a blueberry lemon. Unfortunately, I timed this out wrong, so my partner in crime could not try it with me. Not pressuring you to try the alcoholic beverage. Please continue.
We got to tell us how it is first. No?
Yeah, because otherwise he's just going to interrupt you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's weird. It's like fuzzy. It's like I put Pop Rocks into a blueberry
Ooh,
Kool-Aid.
Interesting.
Like lemon Pop Rocks into blueberry Kool-Aid. It's probably really good for some people. Right now, I think the favorite is the cherry tart, and then the off main, then the upside down, and then
Orange
probably this,
hibiscus
and
or
then
that.
This, not the orange hibiscus.
This not that.
This, not that.
All right, let's do this. Let's see. All right, the first one, uno numero. I can't keep going with that. That's the only one I got. Lazy evening at home or wild night out on the town.
Guess first.
I'm going to go wild night on the town.
Wow.
I mean, what are we doing?
Oh, wow.
Spice it up.
Wow.
Huh?
Wow.
You?
What about you?
I'm so torn, but Wild Night on the Town sounds fun. I love when you had me at Wild Night.
Wild night. Yeah, I added on the town. I added that.
you said
in.
Wild Night. I was like,
Yeah, that's all it says
oh,
here.
what do you mean Wild Night? What does wild mean?
Well, it says wild night out, and I just added on the town.
I'm curious, so I gotta go with it. Lazy time. I know what that's about, and that's nice.
Yeah.
I really enjoy being. So this is what I need. We do a wild night out, but
And then-
after that,
Come back and have it lazy.
yeah.
There
yeah.
you go. Mix it up. Mix it
Yeah.
up. I'm
What about you?
I'm wild night out.
Wild night
I'm
out.
wild night out.
We're wilding out. We're wilding out.
The only reason I'm wild and night out is because I don't do that anymore. So like, I'm a lazy evening at home kind of guy.
We do that like as we get older. It's like you're like, let me go out, and then you get older and you're like, I've been out a lot. I just want to hang out at home. I just,
It's more often than not, it's the grand plans of like, it's like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Oh yeah, we're going out. Oh, we're going out. And then it gets to like 8:30 and you're like, yeah.
Just stay in.
Just
Yeah.
stay in.
Yeah.
French fries or potato chips?
Ooh. Potato chips.
gross.
100%.
No, what's-
No.
it's-
What do you mean gross?
French fries all the way.
Really?
Ugh.
Is there
Yeah.
a certain type of fry that you like though?
The Five Guys fries are the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they give you so
If you, I'll give you this. If it's fresh potato chips, like not potato chips in a bag, like if you made fresh
Oh,
potato chips
cut
in
potatoes
a fry,
and
cut potatoes,
fried
put them
them.
in,
Yeah.
I will concede. Otherwise, French fries all the way.
I'm going potato chips. I'm going.
I just discovered something.
What?
Now we have someone to. If we have a guest for this or that, it's tiebreaker time.
Yeah, we got
That means
somebody.
I'm in the minority.
Yeah,
This is what it feels like to be you.
it is actually. Now you're learning how to be black.
So potato chips win.
Okay,
Yes, you're out.
you're out.
Oh well.
Mike Tyson or Jake Paul?
Jake Paul.
Wow.
That guy. Mike Tyson.
Wow. We had a conversation before.
Sorry, that was aggressive.
We had a
I
conversation
didn't even
before
let her
the show.
like jump in. It was just.
It's fine.
We had a whole conversation before the show that we were going to try not to use so many explicits.
I think I've done a
And
lot
you
better
had-
today.
Keyword try.
I think
Yeah,
I've
try.
counted 24. I've cursed 24 times today.
Yeah.
I have not cursed 24 times today.
Oh yeah, you have.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Is that better than last week? That is better than last week.
Really? It feels worse than last week.
Honestly, I thought I was at like 6. I thought I've cursed like 6 to 10 times.
No, you've been rattling them off, buddy.
I'm sorry, Miss Producer Lady.
So you say no Jake Paul. Evidently no Jake Paul. So you would go with Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Why did you have to say it like that? You had to say it like Mike Tyson?
I didn't mean to, but I did.
Yeah, I go with Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. Sounding like him now.
I go with Mike
Trying to bite somebody's ear off.
This was one time I was eating like a gummy bear. It's like sucking on. It was like a lifesaver gummy, and I was like sucking on it, and then it was in my mouth, and I was like, "Oh, fuck, Mike." But it was like it curved it in a way that I sounded exactly like Mike.
Tyson. Yeah.
And I just like went on a like Mike Tyson rant, and my wife was laughing. It was great, and then after that, I was like never able to nail it again.
What about you?
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, like I'm not a Mike Tyson fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm not a fan either, actually.
Not a fan.
Of the other human being.
Are we
Mike
gonna
Tyson.
beat him again?
So here's
We
you-
might.
What's your pick?
Wait, which human being is better? Mike Tyson has evolved as a human being. Admit it. Yeah, like he's talked about his mental health, the things that he's gone through, how he's not. He's even admitted he's like, no, I'm not a great human. I have a lot of things in baggage, and he's been really mindful about who he is today. And I think that's helped a lot of people come through and recognize some of the things that they need to recognize within themselves in their mental space. Where Jake Paul is just.
What
terrible
don't you
human.
like about Jake Paul? And this is going to inform my answer here. That's why I want to know. What don't you like about Jake Paul? Because I'm on the fence. I'm on the
Everything.
fence. I'm on the fence.
He's just a thug.
I'm going to go Jake
That's
Paul.
not really an answer.
I'm going to go Jake
Okay,
Paul.
yeah,
He just helped me. So you're out again.
Yeah, wait, hold on. What do you think is great about Jake Paul?
I know less about Jake Paul than Mike Tyson. That's why I asked your opinion. And what you gave me, I literally said I was on the fence. What you gave me was nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm
Was
going
nothing?
to go. You said he was a thug. That's a gaslighting buzzword.
What? I don't know if he's using that term right there. So Jake Paul has gone through and did little stunts, things like that. And I'm coming at it from like he's a wannabe real boxer, and instead of boxing real boxers, he boxes against old men or UFC fighters that are not boxers or people that are other celebs. So he's pretty much being a bully, and I don't like.
Like Mike Tyson was?
Was Mike Tyson a bully when he was beating up on people in the same weight class as him?
He was a bully when he was beating up on Robin Givens.
But was it in the ring?
That's why I said the human. I'm going to go Jake Paul just
Yeah.
to put you out. Let's see here. We got photography or painting. I'm going to go photography.
Why?
Because for me, I like things that capture in the moment. I like doing things live and all that kind of stuff. So you can capture a photograph in the moment. Painting, I would fixate on. I've done paintings before. I go back and I try to over and over and tweak and stuff. In photography, of course you can edit, but you get it out the camera, you capture that moment, and it's there.
It's weird. I do video stuff, and photography's fun. But I feel like painting is haptically cool because you're like doing stuff with your hands. I think I would go with painting.
It's fair.
Yeah.
And then you can finger paint, or you can put texture on there,
Yeah.
or get into it.
I can see you finger painting.
I could see you finger painting too.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use a brush. No brush strokes, just finger strokes.
What about you?
I'm going to probably go with photography.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So right now, I just think you guys are out to get
No,
me. It doesn't matter
it's
what.
the-
I'm just going to pick something, and then you
It's
guys.
the human element.
Mm.
You capture that. I mean, he had me at hello. So it's that human element and having that, expression and whatever in the moment is.
I think
I like
Nina's
it.
just a Cameron fanboy.
The last one from me is, I'm assuming, watch a comedy or a drama.
I feel like that's dependent on the mood. Like, I feel like
I'm usually, if I had to choose in any given scenario, I'm gonna choose a comedy. I think. Yes, I'm gonna choose a comedy. I love a drama, but if I had to choose, in most scenarios, I think
I'm gonna go with drama.
drama. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with drama.
you just didn't want to agree with me. Let's see.
Yeah. No, I think when you like crime documentaries or like cult documentaries, that's more drama than comedy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Unless you're watching the news this week, then 34 counts of comedy is hilarious.
Actually, yeah, that's what I had. So what you got?
Let me get in there. Hold on. Let me take one more last sip of this fuzzy blueberry lemon.
I feel like
And
you should
thank
just
you.
mix them all.
That's the ultimate pride right there.
Yeah.
This is why you save. All right.
Let's go.
Let's do it. And what I just learned from the Pride flight is when you put them all together, you get blackish.
You get brown.
Yeah,
Brown.
brown.
I'm colorblind. I don't know. It's dark.
That is right. You are colorblind, aren't you?
Yeah, should I down it?
Yes.
Take it all?
Take it down.
I hope it tastes good. Here we go. That was gross. All right. Jesus Christ, that was gross. Oh, spontaneous decision or meticulous planning. It's like a timeliness or that.
Yeah, actually,
I go with spontaneous decision.
we already know your answer.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was disgusting. Meticulous plans or spontaneous decision?
A spontaneous decision. That's what I want. I'm a meticulous planner, but I would more choose to be a spontaneous. I'm a meticulous planner just because that's how my brain works, but I wish I was more spontaneous.
So I used to be a planner, and now I just don't care. So take me someplace. Let's go.
That sounds like Office Space. My wife never saw that. We watched it last
What?
night, and I was like, "You have to see this movie." And it reminds me of that. It's just like, you know what? F this.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good on. I didn't say it. Not 28. Not 28.
That's why I'm laughing.
And you're just like, I'm gonna just live my life. No wonder if I can get all the words in the next like. Oh, we went. I think I understand. I understand how they come out now. I just Drake or Kendrick Lamar. I don't know. Oh,
Yo.
I need you to do what the Republican Party won't do for Donald Trump. Hold me accountable. And now they're at, I don't know what's going on in politics. Same thing as I don't know what is happening in Drake versus Kendrick Lamar, or Kendrick Lamar.
I would go Kendrick Lamar for multiple reasons.
I'm going Kendrick.
I think I'm Kendrick Lamar for sure.
Yeah.
But if you were if this was an essay question on an English paper, it was like Drake or Kendrick Lamar, explain your answer. I would just be like Kendrick Lamar, just cause.
And that's fair.
Hunting or fishing?
So I just recently got into guns.
Got into guns?
Yes,
that's
just
cool.
recently.
Pew pew pew. That's how we end the show.
But I don't know that I can kill Bambi. So
No, you don't have to kill Bambi. You just have to kill Bambi's dad.
okay, I'm gonna go fishing.
I'm gonna go fishing too. I don't like hunting.
So you're just busting my balls for no reason?
Yeah, that's what we do on this though. We troll each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of.
You got a Trump fan and a apathetic human being.
Yeah.
Horror movie or romance movie?
I would go. That's different for me because I'm not a horror or a romance.
Well, if you had to choose,
If I had to choose, I would choose horror.
can you keep that face on? For
I was
another,
gonna say,
30
do you
seconds?
do that face?
I watch
Why
horror
watch 'em?
movies like this.
Ugh.
Like you just ate a
And-
lemon.
and,
Like
up
you just
until-
ate. Like you just drank blueberry lemon.
Up until literally a couple years ago, and I haven't watched a horror movie in a long time, so I might still do it. I don't know, but I'm we call the peephole kind of guy.
Oh,
Like,
my,
when
my
it's- when it
elderly
starts
mom
to
does
get-
that.
Yeah,
Your elderly
I'm that.
mom?
Yeah.
She's like
You
in
have
her
a younger
80s.
mom?
Yeah.
Do you call her the elderly mom?
Actually, my children refer to her as old as dirt.
Old as
Oh, wow.
dirt.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
really nice and acceptable.
No, not to her. Well, no, not to her.
My grandma
No,
turns 80.
Yeah,
soon.
grandma. This
Yeah.
is my mom.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Romance? Horror?
I'm gonna go horror movie.
Horror movie?
Mhm. Like, but not those cheesy ones that you can pick the ending. Like the actual
I feel
horror
like it's
ones.
all
where-
horror movies.
No. There's some that are like, oh, like
Is that
I didn't see
horror or
coming.
is that suspense?
Mm,
I feel like there's this weird gray area between suspense thriller and horror.
you might be right, but I'll take the horror one.
I get bad dreams.
What?
You are a bad dream.
I live in a bad dream. I'm in a bad dream.
Called America
No.
as a minority.
No, I'm calling you in this podcast a bad dream. No.
Come on.
He's gonna cuss again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost did. I had to hold it back.
No,
I might have a problem.
No, horror movies sometimes leak into my dreams. It's weird.
They leak into your dreams?
Yeah. Like if watching people get killed very, very vividly on a screen, and then that night I might be dreaming about myself getting killed.
Do you watch the horror movie right before you go to bed?
No.
When else would you watch?
Oh,
a
true.
horror
That's
movie?
very true. You watch it at night, right? Because you're
Yeah.
supposed to watch it at night.
You get up first thing in the morning, like 8 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch a horror movie.
Yes.
I want to try that now. Because I get up on a Sunday like, hey, let's have brunch and watch like a horror movie. Let's go watch it at 10 a.m.
I bet you people
with
do it.
eggs and some mimosas.
Bet you people do it.
Maybe we're starting to think. Do that next Sunday. Leave your comments below. Let us know what you think about brunch and a horror flick. Cartoons or anime?
Cartoons. I've never gotten anime.
Cartoons. There's something about anime and the animation of it. Just it's the same repetitive motions. Like, but cartoons. I mean, somebody's gonna get crushed with like a weight or back, like
I feel like
Roadrunner.
you're just talking about Looney Tunes. Like,
Yeah.
like you started,
I went like right into
you
it.
started talking about cartoons. You're like, cartoons are when someone gets crushed by a weight or gets hit by a brick
but there's-
wall.
There's
I'm like,
a bunny. It's
there's
Yeah.
a bunny and there's a road runner.
There's different facial features. There's different characters. Like anime, I feel like it's just like the same cartoon, just in different.
It's more about the
with
story,
names.
honestly. It's
Yeah.
really the story, and like people who read like the mangas, they really love anime because it's the same pictures, different colors, but it's the storyline.
Storyline.
Yeah, and that's why.
I think I'm going anime.
Ugh.
So here's the thing. I think there's misconceptions that you guys are seeing in anime, but when you start watching some good animes, you're like, like you're saying, storyline, like The Last Airbender, phenomenal. Everybody should watch that. But I think people sometimes shy away from good animes because it's anime, and they're like, oh, they're all the same, or I don't want to deal with that. Because I think you're a little right on the fact that like there's a lot of styles that are all a little bit similar, but I think when you get them grew up, and I'm guilty of this too. I used to.
But
be
you're
the
a
same way.
gamer as well, though. I think it's like a subculture thing. Like, I feel like a lot of people who like animes. Now, The Last Airbender, I think is a different. I think that was a more popular culture thing.
Because that was
But
the first,
animes,
probably one of the first animes. Because animes used to be typically Japanese. and they
Japanese,
usually
right?
are.
Yeah.
That's one of the first ones that has been American made that is considered
Yeah.
anime.
But like that culture, I feel like a lot of gamers and gamers, whether it's tabletop or video games, gravitate to animes because you're playing. I think it's the same concept of great storylines. If you're playing like role player games and stuff like that, like you get
Dungeons or D&D.
D&D and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
It's Dungeons and Dragons. You can say the whole thing.
Well, I have a 16-year-old, so she's like, I said that, and she's like, D&D? And I was like, oh, okay.
It's like she's correcting you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey,
But
now
she
you listen
watches-
here.
She
You listen
watches
here.
this.
If
these
someone wants to
anime.
say all the words, you can let them say them all.
But she watches anime.
She does watch anime, and I
I
actually
think it's a correlation.
Actually, it happened today when I was watching it, and I was like, "What? This is horrible." And she goes, "You can go someplace else." And I was like, "Oh, I mean, they'll watch Lego Monkey Kid. I'm all for that."
All right, I'm old. I have no idea what.
Oh,
I tried to censor it out. I tried
heard
not
you
to
tried.
say, and then
You
it just
stuttered with it.
did. I stuttered on the bleep, and then said the word. What'd you say?
Lego
Lego Monkey
Kid.
Kid. I'm gonna have to go
If you
look that up,
haven't
guys.
seen
I
it,
gotta look that up.
you should watch
Lego
it.
I'm gonna go look it up.
Monkey Kid.
I
recommend it.
Feel old now.
Is that a new one? Is that like a newish kind of deal?
It's on season 4.
Okay, yeah.
So
It's new.
yeah,
Nice.
I think we killed this or that.
That was it? That was 5?
That was 5.
Wow.
It's the longest this or that in
Well,
history.
we had a guest.
We had a guest.
We had a guest. We had to,
This should have been the show.
Really should have been the show.
Maybe editor can do movie magic and just be like, "This is the show." Dustin says 30-something cuss words. I just said it again. Can we end this?
No, we can't end this.
Oh,
Got one.
oh, no, that's how we end the show.
That's how we end the show.
That's how we end the show.
This is not for kids. This is an adult mature show just on language alone.
Yeah,
But if you like this type of stuff,
if you do.
like this fan and guest, hit that like and subscribe button. It's down yonder. Yonder is something we say in the South.
Just like kayaking.
Kayaking and trucking and mudding and in your Camaro. Hit that like and subscribe button down yonder and hit that comment with some comments. If you don't know what to say, just say Al Gore, rhythm. That was a president dancing to a groovy beat.
That was
I
actually,
think we did it. Did we do it?
we did it.
Wait. I really wish I could talk like Mike Tyson right now and say, yeah, we
You
did
can
it.
try. Why don't you do it? Just try to talk like Mike Tyson. Just act like you got Holyfield's ear in your mouth and just go on with it. This show's off the rails.
This is just what's happening. We got us a live audience and a guest, and he just
Oh, you gonna blame it on me? You gonna blame it on me?
He just went
That's
Mike
what-
Tyson on us.
This is an Irish goodbye if I've ever seen one.
what is an average goodbye?
Well, yeah.
That right there. I don't know. Let's look it up. We're in the epilogue portion of the show. Irish goodbye is a term used for someone who leaves a party without saying goodbye to anyone. I think we did it
I think we did it.
on
Lights, Cameron.
Dustin.